welcome for those who joined us. I know it's just after lunch and you're probably digesting, obviously, and I know the low energy. So I want you to just raise your hand if you're super happy to be here at Sanofi's booth. Are you super happy? See, they're raising their hands. That's just for the production team over there. They challenged me a little bit. Thank you very much. So welcome at Sanofi's booth. We have great innovations. We'll actually talk about that specifically on how Sanofi is adapting industrial assets to planned or unplanned demands. And specifically, we'll talk about a digital ballroom twin, something you probably discover for some of you. So please give a great shout at our next speaker, Pascal Vinson and Thomas Gautier.
Bonjour. Hello.
So welcome to both. We're super happy to have you here because you are the experts to talk about digital ballroom twill. And before we dive into the session, I'd like first to give a little bit of context to our guests today. In which context did this concept emerge at Sanofi? Thomas.
Okay. Thank you, Christina, for the question. Clearly, you remember the COVID period was really a game changer for pharmaceutical world. All the pharmaceutical companies had to adapt quickly to this event. And so it was really a challenge. It was a challenge for research and development team, but not only, it was also a challenge for manufacturing team. This is when Sanofi decided to design and develop a new type of manufacturing building based mainly on the flexibility and agility of the process. The process were completely standardized, and it was the new way of working of this building. Its innovative design is based on process platform. A process platform for us is the technique that we use to produce our product. For example, we can use a cell culture or fermentation, but also mRNA replications. This process platform, it can be installed within a single open space that we call ballroom. In this ballroom area, you will find a utility panel strategically placed in order to facilitate and to have a flexible configuration for our process module. The process module are a set of equipment that we use to perform unit process operation, for example, chromatography, filtration, and so on. This design agility is completed by a seamless digital connectivity.
So let's get into the heart of our matter, talking about digital ballroom and also digital twin. Just give us a simple definition of it so that everyone is at the same level.
Okay, sure. So let's say that the digital twin will be the 3D digital representation of a physical object. The problem or the point here is that in our context, the physical object is the full production area, the ballroom. So we have a full 3D representation of our production area. And the tool associated to that will support us in simulating and optimizing the way we are going to set up the production and the line where we will produce our products.
Yes, and actually I have probably another question about the features that you mentioned earlier. Can you tell us a little bit more about the features and also the capabilities of this next generation manufacturing facility?
Yeah, in the coming year, Sanofi will launch numerous new products in various therapeutical domains. In order to ensure efficient clinical development and reliable patient supply, Sanofi needs a flexible asset able to change the product very rapidly and quickly. Let's take now, if you want, few minutes to look at the inauguration movie of this type of new building.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It looks really exciting. Tell us about that.
Yes, as you have seen, this new type of building is called Modulus. Modulus is clearly a groundbreaking and modular vaccines and biomedicine production facility. It's very important to understand two things. The first thing is that Modulus is able to transition from one product to another one in a record time. When I say that, I speak about days, only days. The second one important information is that Modulus is able to produce 3 to 4 different products simultaneously in the same building. Clearly, this challenge is a completely different approach that traditional manufacturing buildings simply cannot meet.
That's very interesting. And how innovative is this next generating manufacturing building compared to, let's say, the traditional ones?
Yeah, traditional buildings face several limitations. The first one is that they are designed for a single product, making them costly and underused, of course, when our portfolio changes for any reasons. Legacy facility lack the agility to adapt quickly to an unplanned market demand. Developing, you may know, but developing new medicines and create a building takes significant time. We are speaking about years. During this period, clearly, many things can change, many parameters. Market demands, of course, can evaluate, but also our clinical result can be different as expected, or pandemic possibility that we can have. From a technical perspective, we also are developing new vaccines or products with higher productivity, smaller batch size, and shorter campaign. In this case, Sanofi needs flexible asset and smaller rather than large dedicated one. This new challenge, all the challenge we are facing, require a completely new approach in manufacturing, but also in digital part.
Well, talking about digital, Pascal, what's the ambition behind these new buildings?
If you can change the slide.
Yeah, we'll change the, yeah, great.
Thomas, please. Okay, so before talking about the digital twin itself, I want to talk a bit more about the full digital ambition. So for sure, it is connected to the ambition of Sanofi, which is to accelerate the delivery of medicine to patients using innovation and digital transformation. So as you can see on the screen, the digital transformation and innovation is not only on the production area, but it's everywhere, all across the process, all across the factory, from supply chain to control quality, from maintenance to shop floor, everywhere. And we have, let's say, innovation and transformation on 3 main areas. The first one, of course, is solutions. We are using solutions that are leveraging AI. We will talk about the digital twin a bit later, but we have also real-time process monitoring. We have preventive and predictive maintenance. We are also transforming and innovating on our foundations. We are going to have cybersecurity by design, meaning we are embedded cybersecurity everywhere, all across our development. We have also, of course, cloud-based architecture approach, which will allow us to give access in real time to all our data all across the company. And we have an important one, which is a totally and fully integrated shop floor. By that I mean that all equipment and all applications that are used in the production area are all fully integrated. That will allow us to have all the data streaming from the shop floor to the top floor to be used in any case and create a real data continuum that is not only putting data available, but transforming released data into assets, into insights that we can use to take faster decisions, to be able to enhance our processes and so on.
That's quite impressive. We will get no more in a few minutes about that. Let me come back to a target that has Sanofi is about being carbon neutral up to by 2030. So tell me about basically the impact of environment of these facilities.
Yes, these facilities are following three main objectives, as you can see on this screen. First, we would like to be as much as possible carbon neutral footprint. To do that, for example, we installed 2,500 square meters of solar panel with the entire roof area. So it's very important. The second one, of course, is to consume as less as possible energy. For your information, we achieve 80% less consumption of a traditional building with the same size. To do that, we install different digital sensors in our utility in order to optimize the consumption, of course, and to control them. We would like to have zero landfill waste, and we try as much as possible to recycling them. Adherence to these three objectives will conduct us to obtain the LEED Gold certification of the US Green Building Council. The certification is planned in September 25 this year.
So I understand you have high objectives as well, and including obviously heading to the patients faster and being carbon neutral. How many of these facilities, it looks really very exciting, how many of these facilities do you have in the world?
In the world, we have two facilities like this. One in Singapore and one in Neuville-sur-Saône, near Lyon, in France. In Singapore, it was a greenfield project. We started from an empty plot and we built everything. The manufacturing building, of course, but also the other buildings that we need. Administrative building and QC building, quality control for our product. In Neuville, it was totally different. Neuville was already a manufacturing site and we leverage all the existing building. So no, it was not necessary to build a QC control, it's already existing. We connect the modulus building directly to the existing buildings, such as warehouse we will see later.
And tell us, it looks really exciting. We want to know more. How is it inside? How is it working?
So this is the Neuville modulus building. So this building is not only a manufacturing building. You have different levels in this building. In the ground level, this part, you will find all the utility that we produce. We produce water, sterilized water, steam, and different things like that. You will find also the warehouse where we receive all our raw material, and this building is directly connected to the warehouse of the site on the upper part of this picture. On the second floor, you will find our manufacturing area. The first one is media and buffer. We are producing media and buffer. And the second one, this one, which is the ballroom, where we are speaking since the beginning. And the last floor, you will find all the equipment that we need to purify the air in our classified area.
It looks very exciting. Let me come back to the concept of digital twin. Pascal, how can it actually help this innovative solution? How can it help to a factory, basically, to switch from one product or one process to another in a record time?
Yeah, finally, we talk about digital twin. So yes, in fact, what is important to understand, as I previously said, and you will be able to see it if you go that way after our speech, is that we will have a full 3D representation of how the production area looks like. By doing that, we are able to test, simulate, assess, and confirm that the way we are going to implement our production line is going to be the smooth way and the easiest way and the quickest way to do it. Thomas was mentioning the fact that we need to change very quickly from one product to another. With the system, we are able to simulate that. We are able to simulate and to see, with the support of AI, how we can have the best, what is the best scenario to move from one product to another in a record time. So the solution will provide all that. And what is also part of the magic is that we were able to do and to play with the system even without the building was even constructed, because we had all the layouts of the equipment, but also of the building, and we were able, and Thomas and his team and our colleagues were able to see how the manufacturing area will look like, and they were able to assess and to fine-tune the way they should configure the product line so that in terms of ergonomics, in terms of efficiency, for example, am I able to move my mobile tank, my mobile equipment from that place to that place without any issue? Will it be smooth? Will it be easy or not? All that has been simulated so that when we will do it in real time, it will be faster and right first time.
I understand. And we were talking about the process of the building in the use of digital twin. What about after? Once it's completed, what happens?
We can still use it. We can still use it because, as Thomas mentioned, we have new products coming. We want to be agile. We want to be able to react faster if there is an in-plant demand and things like that. So we are continuing to use it to simulate the future integration of a new product and to see how long would it take to reassess our line and to reconfigure our line. But we can also use it if there is a new equipment coming. We can remove the previous one in a 3D model, add the new one, and see if it fits. And if it doesn't fit, that means that we have to change something else. So they have all those capacities of simulation that are embedded. And last but not least, we are also helping our users. Operators are able to project themselves into the final area even before entering into the area itself. They can start playing with the 3D model and say, oh, okay, my production will look like that. My area will look like that. My equipment will be like that. So they can get familiar with it.
I see. Let's come back to the features that you mentioned at the beginning. Let's watch first a video and we'll come back to you.
In September 2024, Sanofi inaugurated Modulus, a groundbreaking vaccines and biomedicines production facility in France at Neuville-sur-Saône. Fully AI-powered, Modulus features next-generation technology that can be reconfigured in days to address urgent and unplanned public healthcare needs. The Ballroom Twin is one of the Modulus AI-powered enablers to achieve a plant reconfiguration in less than 7 days. It's a living model of the shop floor, simulating setup of manufacturing lines with 3D representations. It enables defining, assessing, and confirming the plant reconfiguration scenario in virtual reality, allowing to be first time right in the execution. By helping to reduce launch cycle time and optimizing Modulus performance, the Ballroom Twin plays a key role in our journey to become the world's leading immunology company, leveraging AI at scale.
It's quite impressive, actually, how it accelerates the production, doesn't it, Pascal?
Yes, definitely. And we have a few key features that are here on the screen. And once again, please come to see us. At the end, we will be much more detailed, but you have a few examples on what the system is able to propose. When we talk, for example, about virtual commissioning, we will be able to position, as I said, the equipment and to see the real results, and it will be in reality. Let's imagine if you are building your own kitchen at home, it's a bit more complex than that. We are doing complex kitchen cooking, but that's exactly the principle. We are positioning our equipment, and we are able to confirm that the way it will be positioned, the way they will be connected all together, is fitting in terms of ergonomy, in terms of regulation, and in terms of usage. We have also all the flow optimization I was mentioning previously. The system will help us to really optimize the flows once we want to change from one configuration to another by confirming and proposing to us the best virtual scenario, and then we can engage it in real time. Finally, one important point also is that if tomorrow we want to test, we can use the system to test new configuration. We have already available libraries when we can just pick one new equipment, put it, remove the old one, and put the new one, and we can see the result in real time without any more reconfiguration than just clicking with our mouse.
And if we had, Thomas, if we had to summarize the strategic value this technology is bringing to Sanofi's manufacturing operation, what would it be?
Yes, the Modulus building gives a strategic added value for Sanofi from multiple points. The first one is the design. We are speaking about that. Its design, innovative design, facilitates quick changeover between products configuration. The second one is the digital point with the Ballroom digital twin, which support anticipation and preparation of right first time setup of our new products. It's very important this point because these capabilities address the challenge of the evolving product that we could have in Sanofi. For your information, in the coming year, Sanofi has planned to launch more than 10 new blockbuster products in the immunology platform.
Let's come back to one thing, and after that, we will actually offer you the possibility to ask some questions to both of you. We said about the tool is optimizing basically the plant performance. Can we elaborate a little bit more, Pascal?
Yes, but basically, if you are able to reconfigure your equipment and your production line faster, you have more slots to produce. So by extension, your factory is more efficient and is able to produce more vaccines, more products, more biological products. That means that we are improving the performance of the plants, which by extension is facilitating and accelerating the delivery for our patients, which is of course our main target.
Okay, the ultimate strategic value lies in what matters most for Sanofi, getting life-changing therapies to patients faster, at scale, of course, with a sustainable way. Providing Sanofi as the forefront of EA agile biomanufacturing company for the years to come.
Well, that's a great news for Sanofi and for all the patients, basically. At the end, the ultimate goal is to reach the patient faster. Thank you very much. A great applause to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dear audience, the floor is yours if you have any questions. Any questions? Yeah, please. Please bring very close the mic. Thank you.
I will try. So you explained us that your tool helped you to improve the setup of the workshop. Do you see any future improvement in process itself? I mean, temperature, pressure, steering, speeds, like process improvement as well?
That's why we try to explain a bit what is a digital twin, because there are so many digital twins in the world and definitions. For now, we are really focusing on physical, transforming the physical changes that we may have. But you're right, a step further will be to be able to capture also real-time data and to be able to see how we can simulate the production flow itself, the product itself, and to see where we can optimize some temperature, pressure, oxygen flow, or things like that. That's a step further than that. But we have everything is there because we are capturing the data and we have all the assets in place. It's just a matter of connecting the dots. So that's part of the landscape, yes.
Any other questions? Well, I do have one question for you. I have heard that your competitors have built, let's say, a similar building. What makes it unique, the Sanofi's one, Modulus?
Yes, clearly, some competitors are building and have the same idea to have a full agile manufacturing factory. As we heard, for the moment, nobody is able to produce at the same time 4 different products in the same building. This is the great difference that we have with a Modulus building. You can see on the demonstration on the left that we can put some inflatable wall in our barroom in order to separate different areas and be able to produce different products at the same time.
Interesting. So it is unique. Any other questions? Maybe something we haven't probably covered enough is about the predictive capabilities for maintenance, for instance, or the data-driven process optimizations. Can you elaborate a little bit on that? One last question.
Yeah, sure. So I can elaborate one on the predictive maintenance I was previously mentioning. We have IoT sensors everywhere in the factory. We are capturing this data in real time, and we are putting on that some models and some patterns to be able to detect in advance any issue we may have on our HVACs, for example, to be able to anticipate and to avoid any shutdown of our equipment by doing some preventive actions. For example, we discover that one of our motors is not running well. Comparing patterns and using artificial intelligence, we are able to anticipate to change the equipment before it's shutting down and before it's impacting our production and stopping the production itself.
Very interesting. Any other questions? Well, a great shout out to all the teams. Thank you very much to both
Thank you
of you.
very much.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
If you want, just
Yeah, of course.
one point, if you want to enter in this bathroom, you can go on the left part, wear some glasses, and you will be inside the process in mRNA platform.
Very
Welcome.
interesting. Yes, please join them to have a fantastic virtual discovery. Thank you very much again, and thank you, dear audience. Don't hesitate to visit the rest of the booth. All the best, and come back to see us. We have another talk in 20 minutes. Thank you.